Now there's another sign in the heaven that I want to talk about. Brief, I guess I'll just touch on it. He says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven. Now we talk about also that he says that the ministry shines as stars. We talk about the sun, the glory of the sun representing the Latter-day church, and the glory of the moon representing the early church. And we do talk about the gospel message be silented. But also we see that there's going to be shaking in the signs of the heavens I've just been showing you too. He says, and the powers of the heavens shall be shaken. The nations of the world are going to be in trouble. What does he say? Then shall the sign of the Son of Man in heaven appear, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. They're going to be scared one of these days when there's a new sign raised up into the heavens. A new sign. He says that when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Lord shall raise up a standard against her. Hallelujah. And they're going to tremble. They're going to see the end is near. It says that Satan knows his end is near. They shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven with power and great glory. That's a sign of heaven I'm ready to see. All the flags, what do? When you take over property, you drop the flag and you put yours up. Hallelujah. God is about to raise a sign up in the heavens that's going to show the world who's boss. And he's about to claim it for himself, that it was purchased by his blood. That's the sign that I'm looking for. There's still another sign in heaven. He says, let's go back. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. That's not the European Union, but it is a sign in heaven. And that may be, in this story, if you continue, it talks about the birth of a man-child, but still, this woman, even after she gives birth, she still has the clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet. That doesn't change. She is a sign. Where is she? Is she the sign that appears in heaven that heralds the coming of the Son of Man? We will see. Okay, there was supposed to be a blank slide there. That's what I want. Do not fear the signs of the heavens. He says, I beheld another beast coming out of the earth. And he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him. And he causeth the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. We see the power of the European forces that we escaped from, particularly Romanism. But you know, another thing that was really powerful in Europe is the bankers. And that's all tied together. I don't know how you could ever separate it. But we're being brought back under the power of that first beast. To worship it, I should say. And what does he say? What he does great wonders so that it makes fire come down from heaven in the sight of men. Now, I don't know, but the United States is the only country that has dropped atomic bombs. Of all the countries that have tested them and have possessed them, only the United States has ever used them. I don't know if that's what he means, cause fire to come down from heaven in the sight of men. People want that to be the Antichrist can call fire from heaven. There's something going on here, and I don't know if he's showing us by America being the only nation to use atomic weaponry, that's a United States. And what he does, he deceives them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, the first beast. He caused them to worship it. And how does he worship it? How do you worship that first beast? Well, let's make an image to it. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. You know, when the League of Nations was made, the United States withstood joining it, but was active in the establishment of the UN, so much so that the UN headquarters are in New York City. Yeah. It is America that caused the UN to be a viable world presence. Now, it's been a joke from its inception, 60 years. It hasn't really done anything, hasn't accomplished, seems like. But he says he had power to give life to the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, I don't know how that makes people feel. Let's see. I might not have anywhere else in that. Okay, that's okay. I'm still good. But when you hear you can't buy or sell, we're not talking about you can't buy a car or sell a car. We're talking about you cannot trade. You can't buy or sell. That's what he's going to do. You know what happens when you can't buy or sell? You starve. We're not talking about buying shoes. We're not talking about buying houses. I mean, that too. But when you can't buy or sell, you can't buy or sell. And I've read some executive orders that have been written by presidents over the years. And one of them is that they will take over all farms and all production of food. And in some countries, even now, you can't have vitamins without a prescription. And in some countries, even now, tomatoes are to them what marijuana is here. They fly over and they see if you've grown that. Because if they can control the growth of marijuana, well, why can't they control the gardens? All they have to do is pass a law that you can't legally have gardens. And then those helicopters that fly over looking for pot are picking you.